Hello everyone, it's Recap Maestro again. Please sit down comfortably and let's begin. This is a retelling of the movie Resident Evil Raccoon City. This is Claire Redfield, the main character of this movie. Here we see little Claire and her brother located in an orphanage in Raccoon City. Late at night, some unknown dark scary creature decided to find a friend. She chose Claire. Same time her brother wakes up and tells her that was just a dream and she had imagined it all. Claire is trying to fall asleep, but the creature won't let her. Claire, being a brave girl, decides to go and look for the answers to her little questions at night. She follows the creature and finds her sitting in the little tent. Claire asks the creature its name. Creature shows her its tag where was written Lisa Trevor, but for all of us she will still be just a creature. To the question where does it lives, creature writes word below on the paper. The girl doesn't have time to talk with the creature because the taskmaster appears from behind, or just Dr. Birkin. He catches and asks, what is she doing here? Then her brother Chris appears and tells Doctor that, after the death of their parents, Claire sleepwalk. Professor doesn't really believe in it, but still says that she is brave and let her go. Return to the bed, the creature still bothering the girl. Claire is horrified. Many years pass. It's the year 98. Claire grew up, rides in a truck with some fat jerk who doesn't stop talking and just won't calm down. And plus, his dog is making noises as well. Claire changed the radio channel to listen to some music. But she didn't have time to relax because truck suddenly hits a woman. While these two examine the dead body, trucker starts to panic, but Claire reassures him that her brother is a cop and he will help them. After such news, the trucker starts to panic even more. While all attention was on the trucker, they didn't see that zombie stood up without a hitch, and without even trying to attack them just walked away to the forest. Zombie looks at them through the bushes and observes what happens. Meanwhile, we see local cops enjoying their time at the bar. The new cop's name is Leon. Everyone makes fun of him course of his status as a rookie. And this is Wesker, the trouble guy. He putted the bottle on Leon's head while he sleeps and he didn't even notice. This is Jill and some other guy. Wesker dares Jill to shoot the bottle for her seat. She says that she will shoot it without even looking. Only not with a gun, but with that toy. She gets Wesker in the head and throws the toy at Leon. 11:17 p.m. This are the local rednecks that have already heard about Leon and how they transferred him for duty to Raccoon City. Turns out he shot his partner in the ass accidentally during training period. Leon stays alone in a cafe and has a pleasant conversation with the worker. He notices how her eye begins to bleed. At the same time, Claire arrives and gets off the truck. And the dog that has recently tried the blood of a zombie becomes herself a little mutant and eventually bites her owner. Claire knows where her brother Chris lives and goes to his house. She breaks inside the house. While she makes herself at home, her brother, being the policeman, has no idea about his unexpected visit. He rushes downstairs and asks Claire what the hell is she doing there. Claire tells Chris that on her way here they hit a woman with a truck, but she got up and left. Her brother, being a complete fool, talks only about them hitting a woman with a truck and not the fact that the body stood up and walked away. While he gets everything she said, Claire also explains the reason why she decided to arrive to Raccoon City right now. She was contacted by a local freak who told that somewhere in Raccoon City was an accident comparable to Chernobyl. So now not only the water is contaminated but also some bacteria that harm the human body and mutates. After that he stopped communicating. Claire, having analyzed everything, decide to come here. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, little girl is having a nightmare. This girl is the daughter of the same doctor who we've seen at the beginning. Suddenly his phone starts ringing. It is most likely from his work. After what he was told, he understands directly that situation is very bad. He tells them to pack up so then can leave away from this town. While they collect everything what they need to survive, suddenly they hear the noise of the siren from outside. Chris heard the siren. He leaves Claire alone at home and rushes to the station. Claire wanders around the house and end up seeing a strange woman who writes something on the glass with blood. Then a boy gets through the broken door and climb right under the table. Claire does not have time to find out about a boy's story, because his mother breaks the glass and attacks her. Claire manages to take care of the crazy woman. She gets on the bike and drives towards the famous raccoon police department. While team is bores in the department, captain of the team arrives and tells them that he does not know anything about that siren and what is really happening. Also, those rednecks who were bothering the new guy Leon have disappeared. Leon himself interrupts captain and asks different question regarding that mansion where they should go. At the same time, while Claire is looking for her brother, instead, she finds that same doctor and his family, but doctor doesn't like that situation and he simply drives away. Suddenly Claire gets a flashback from the past, where she was still small in the orphanage and this doctor along with several people took her in, and as an excuse they told her that they will soon take her brother too. Leon, as it is usual for the new guy, sits in the station and sleeps in the same time. This town is most likely very small, because we see again that the same trucker who is already infected drives toward the building and crashes. Then zombie apparently decides to file a report, but captain refuses. They lock the department up and together with Leon going down to the underground parking lot, where captain leaves Leon alone and drives away, while the rest of the squad has long flown to the mansion where 2 other agents disappeared. During the flight, they saw a burning police car. When they checked the car, they didn't find any bodies inside. So probably those 2 cops hid somewhere in the house. They enter the house. At the same time, while captain is trying to get out of town, he witnesses at the military checkpoints how kill everyone who tries to drive through. Having arrived back to the parking lot, at this moment he hears some sound similar to a growl. It is those infected dogs. Instead of shooting correctly, he shoots at cars behind and around him. Claire saves captain from becoming a pedigree for a zombie by hammering the dog with a fire extinguisher. Leon tells Claire to drop the weapon. Team in the mansion splits into 2 groups of 2. Chris and his partner discover a dead body. Someone or something was eating in what's left of it. They shoot the zombie and as a result of this noise, whole crowd of zombies who stupidly sat somewhere and waited for the fight trying to eat our heroes. In the second group where Jill and Wesker himself is an unusual person who works for people who doesn't like what the corporation Umbrella and what is does. Umbrella creates not only the biological weapons but also pharmaceutical. Also, they experiment on humans. At this moment Wesker has to find the piano, which opens the secret door to the laboratory. At the same moment the attacks police officer who stayed in the helicopter all this time. He tries to get the helicopter in the air, but crashes into the same building and the same window where at that moment were Jill with Wesker. Luckily, they survived from explosion. The secret door opens. Suddenly Wesker tells Jill to go alone to the laboratory. He wants to hold the crowd of zombies and help Jill. Meanwhile Leon and Claire went to the armory room to get more weapons. Suddenly they hear some screaming that calls for help. It turns out that further down the corridor was jail. Leon unexpectedly finds that same freak who contacted Claire in the beginning. The freak starts to provoke Leon, and when he came closer, Freak captures his weapon and begins to threaten that he will kill him if he does not open the door for him. While Leon was looking for the key from the cell, Zombie began to attack the Freak. They decided to take Captain with them and move on, but it wasn't that easy. Nothing worked out because zombies broke through the gate. Then the 3 of them are running through the service room to get out to the street. Captain leads them to the orphanage where, according to him, there is secret tunnel that leads directly to the mansion. She has a flashback again. She remembers how she was led through the corridor here. Here Leon meets that same creature, who gives him a sign to be silent. Claire comes closer to Leon and the creature disappears. At that same time a very big and disgusting monster appears. Monster kills Captain. That monster is a part of the experiment that happened in an attempt to create a super soldier. It already killed their captain and wants to kill the rest. Now that creature appears and smashes that monster. Creature shows them a secret passage through which they go and the creature stays there. In this tunnel Claire finds manuscripts where there are cassettes and recording about all the experiments. While they look at the pictures and tell each other different stories. Same time Chris has almost got eaten by zombies. but because of his luck, he survives. Wesker already finds in the doctor and his family. He wants to take from Birkin bacterias and viruses, but Birkin disagrees, gets a weapon and decides to shoot the military man, but he messes up. Birkin is a smart person, so he managed to inject himself with the virus. Now it's his wife who gets the gun. But Wesker neutralizes her. And this time it's his daughter who gets the gun. And just when Wesker is about to shoot the child, but suddenly we see Claire who puts the bullet into Wesker. Dying, Wesker tells her that in about 1 hour the whole Raccoon City will be completely destroyed. Then he dies. But Claire finds her brother Chris. Birkin turns into a monster and starts to attack everyone. Fortunately, he doesn't kill anyone. They find a train that can take them far away. They kill Birkin again. But Birkin is not that easy to kill. So, Birkin mutates into even bigger monster than he was. Birkin attacks everyone and tries to do something what can also harm his daughter. Leon finds somewhere grenade launchers and in the end shoots straight in the monster. On the scene after the credits, an Asian girl appears who injects virus into Wesker while making him half mutants half poopy. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this recap.